Hi grade 12, welcome to my channel. Just check my YouTube channel if you see this on Take a Talk. As much as I don't like the application, well, what can I do? It's there. So there was a student who shared a question like this one right here. So I'll just have a look at it for you guys. So the question was, just help with that 5.4, but obviously I never just jump into those questions until everything else has been answered first. So the first question says, draw the graph of g of x equals a third to exponent x. I apologize for the poor quality of that picture there. So essentially I rewrote it on top, and then of course the maroon graph, is it maroon or is it pink? I don't know what that color is. Sometimes I don't know these colors, but that thing that looks reddish is the graph that we see. Now the question is, why is it a decreasing function? It's because the base, which is a third, is a fraction, a proper fraction. Now this is less than 1 and is greater than 0. So we know that when an exponential function has a base that is less than 0, less than 1, greater than 0, essentially this, together with a coefficient which we don't see there, which is a positive, it means the graph appears above the horizontal asymptote, which is the x-axis, or the so-called line of y equals 0. And this means the graph is going to be decreasing, but never intersecting the x-axis. And that's essentially why it looks the way it does. Then the next question says we need to draw on the same set of x's the inverse of g. And of course, the inverse of g is the green graph. Okay, so that's how it looks. And then of course, we know that these points are going to be symmetrical. What is the y-intercept? Here becomes the x-intercept, and vice versa. And this is all symmetrical about the line y is equal to x. And please guys, do show this every time you do the graph of the inverse on the same set of x's as the original function. We need to see this line of the inverse. So that's the comment right there. Then the next question says, well, we need to write the equation of the inverse in terms of y equals. And of course, we know that the inverse of an exponential function is a logarithmic function. What is the base there? Is still the base here. What is the exponent? Here is the number. Okay, great. So that's how it's done. And then we are told we are asked for which values of x will the inverse be greater than or equal to minus 2. Now, first of all, a student needs to find out when is the inverse equal to minus 2. So if you substitute 2 in here and solve the equation, we'll get 9. And then you will see that the graph is actually at 2, exactly at 9. And here it's less than that value of minus 2. But now we're saying greater than. Now greater than means more positive or closer to 0. So essentially it means we will shade this graph in this region. But we know that the logarithmic graph never intersects the y-axis. So it becomes a vertical asymptote. So we'll see that the values of x must be less than or equal to 9, because that minus 2 is included, but greater than 0, and 0 cannot be included. So that's that solution right there. So I hope you guys have understood this question. For more, check out my YouTube channel, Science Class with me, Z Makamba, and you will learn as much as you need, and hopefully you will learn something valuable. Otherwise, goodbye till next time.